Hey guys, my name is JC with 559 Mobile Detailing, and we're here in downtown Fresno. And here's 3 things detailers do to lose their customers.
JC, for people who don't know, how long you been detailing?
So I've been detailing for 2.5 years, almost going into 3 years.
God. And roughly, how many maintenance clients do you have a week or a month?
Okay, so I've been cutting off a lot of my maintenance, so right now I'm down to 4 maintenance clients.
Why'd you been cutting them down?
I've been trying to focus on new clients.
Okay, for the new detailers that don't know, why are you focusing on new clients?
So first of all, I'm trying to value my time as much as possible. So maintenance clients, they're getting a discounted price, so it just kind of don't add up. So I've been trying to focus on new clients that are willing to pay top dollar plus extra. All right, the number one thing you can do to your clients is that when they reach out to you, make sure you reply to them as fast as possible. Don't wait a whole day, 2 days. Don't reply to them late at night, in the middle of the night. Always reply to your clients as fast as you can.
Now, a lot of detailers out there, they have their boundaries.
Yep.
Hey, I'm not gonna reply to people after 6 p.m. That's family time. Not on the weekends. Or, hey, I'm gonna get back to you after I'm done with my day detailing.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Good? Bad?
Okay, so the way I feel about that is that if a client's reaching out to you and you don't reply to them, or you wait till your whole day of detailing is done, they might just hit up another detailer that replies to them quicker and they book an appointment. So you just might lose that slot right there on that client.
But what about if it's a loyal maintenance client?
Okay.
You think they wait for you or them too?
I mean, if it's one of your loyal clients, you should reply to them as soon as you can. I mean, they're your clients, so I mean, you should reply to them as quick as possible. Always be able to communicate with your clients. So if it's a maintenance client, communicate with them. If you can't make it out that day, that week, whatever it is, just talk to them and let them know what situation you're in and when you're available to service their vehicle.
Now, what about when a potential customer sends me a message at 2 in the morning, bro, and my baby mama's tripping? She's like, who the hell is messaging you?
Yeah.
So what do you say, you know?
Okay, so I do get a lot of clients that reply to me in the middle of the night or just late at night. If I'm up and if they reply to me, maybe if it's 10 o'clock p.m. or after 10 p.m., I still reply to them, but I try to wait off to the morning if I can. If they keep messaging, then I definitely reply. But if not, I always try to wait till the next morning, and early morning, I'll reply back to them.
And what about the customers that, I don't know if you ever had them, blow you up?
Okay.
4 p.m. new message, 4:02, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah.
You know, hey bro, you there? Hey, I got cash.
Yeah.
They're blowing you up. How do you feel about those?
I don't like dealing with those clients, bro. If they're pushing like that, I just drop them because I don't like dealing with that drama right there. I don't like feeling like I gotta reply, or if I'm busy and I can't answer the call and they keep calling 10 times, that's kind of bugging. So I mean, you don't want to get those clients right there. You don't want to deal with people like that. There's other clients that will value your time and just, you know, be way more easier for you to handle. But let me know how you feel about those customers. Drop it down in the comments down below.
All right, JC, what's the second thing detailers can do to lose customers?
Okay, so the second thing you could not do is be late to your appointment. So I know a lot of things happen throughout the day, and yeah, stuff happens, so always communicate with your clients. If you're not gonna make it on time, make sure you reach out to them so that way they could know what's going on. Don't just wait till the time of the appointment has come up and then you call them up and say, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it. Always reach out to them as fast as possible so that way you could resolve that problem, and if you could reschedule, you could just reschedule right there.
What about a situation like, hey, I'll be there in 15 minutes, and then you're stuck in traffic, and you're like, hey, I'm sorry, I'll be there in 30 minutes, and then you get a flat tire, and then you're like, hey, I'll be there in an hour.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you?
So, I mean, things come up. I mean, things are always gonna be coming up. So just know what kind of, if you're gonna run into traffic, just know you need a little bit more extra time. So space out your details if you don't know how long it's gonna take you, or if you're gonna be running late. If you are running stupid late, just make sure you talk to your clients so that way you could have a communication with them.
Great advice. But sometimes, in a rare occasion, a detailer might have overbooked themselves.
Yeah.
And they have to drop a customer.
Okay.
Like, hey, we have to reschedule, we have to cancel. What's the best way to go about that?
Communication, bro. I mean, communication is key with everything. So if you know you're not gonna make it to that client, that's why it's good to network with other detailers, so you could always have someone in your pocket right there. So if you're not gonna make it to that appointment, you could reach out to another detailer that could take care of that detail and still make you look good.
And what if there's a customer that says, bro, you're gonna be 15 minutes late? Bro, I rushed home from work, so you could detail my car.
No,
you know, they get upset.
No, yeah, so don't waste your client's time, because if you tell them a time, they're gonna make time for you to detail their car. So don't just go ahead and tell them that, hey, I'm gonna be there at 3 and you get there at 5, because now the client he's saving that time for you to detail the car. So if you don't come and you're just playing with their time, they're not gonna like that right there. So yeah, make sure you don't play with your client's time right there.
But it happens. We're late sometimes.
No, yeah,
we have to reschedule.
it happens. Yes.
And maybe they're upset, maybe they're not, but what's the best way to make it up to them, in your opinion?
Okay, so if you do get to that situation and you're late, something happens on the road, you run into traffic, try to make it up to them, even by throwing out a couple freebies, maybe with the service that they're getting. So if they're getting a interior and exterior service, maybe you could throw in the engine bay for free, or just add something of value to you, so that way you can make up for that time lost right there.
What if a customer beats you to the punch and they're like, hey, you were 15 minutes late, man. Am I getting a discount? Am I getting a free wash?
No, so that's happened to me in the past. I've been late to an appointment and the client told me, hey, you were running 30 minutes late. Is there anything you could do, because now you're late to the appointment that you set up and the time you picked? So yeah, definitely make sure you take care of them, even if it is with a couple freebies. So just make sure that if it's on your, like if it's your bad, because if it's your fault you're late, make sure you make up for that right there.
What if it's not your fault?
So for me, what we do when we get to an appointment and the client's not there, we wait 15 minutes before we leave. If we don't get a reply within 15 minutes, we leave the location. Another thing is, if the client replies to me and says, hey, I'm running a little bit late, I had an issue with traffic, a tire, something happened on the way. I mean, if you have time, you could definitely just hold off and just take care of them. But if not, just let them know that your time is valuable and you do have to add up a fee for that, for waiting. But what I want to know is how long you guys waited for a client before. Drop it down in the comments down below. Okay, so the third thing is that if you're in a rush and you're just kind of half-assing the job, you're gonna be losing some clients right there. So make sure you have a proper amount of time to focus on the vehicle and for you to touch up everything that the client's paying for.
Now, what if a detailer doesn't have time? They got one car every hour. They have to get out of there. They can't touch up everything. What advice do you have for detailers in that situation?
Okay, so we've been there, done that, and what I could, the only thing I could say is that space out your details, don't overbook, and just kind of make a little bit extra time for the clients, because if you're not getting the clients happy, they're gonna find someone else and they're just gonna look for another detailer to take care of their job right there. All right, so that's 3 ways detailers lose their clients. Let me know if you guys have an extra tip in the comments down below. All right, guys, and there's one thing I could not stress enough of. Make sure to go follow Reyes Entrepreneur and follow all his social medias. All his information is down below. And also let me know what other videos you guys want to see in the future. Drop it down in the comments down below. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram.